Hi students, here is a very small video with which you can understand why Masterminds material for CA Inter Income Tax and GST is like a one-stop solution for you. I think you are aware that in the recent examinations of CA Inter in the subject of income tax and GST, I am confident that you have seen the question papers of recent attempts of income tax and GST at CA Inter level, and you might be wondering how and why the examiner is giving a very good quality questions. Yes, I don't say them as tough questions. They are very qualitative. They are prepared in a very qualitative manner, and they're trying to test whether the student is able to apply what he has learned in the classroom or not. We have a policy of reviewing the question papers of public exams within 1 week of completion of exams, and based on that review meeting we will take large number of decisions to make several modifications in our material. That means after every attempt we will go through the question papers thoroughly and we will fine tune our material so that any of our students shall be able to appear for the examinations with lot of ease. That is the best part of Masterminds material. Of course, that is the reason why our materials get updated for every 6 months. Yes, what you heard is right. After completion of every attempt, within a matter of few days, we will start updating our next edition of material. Now let us quickly see the major highlight points of our income tax material. For your understanding, I have taken one chapter as a sample and we have prepared all the remaining chapters of income tax as well as GST in similar lines. So here are the major highlight points of our material. The first one is 100% coverage of all relevant ICAI sources, because in the subject of income tax and GST, the examination question papers, RTPs and MTPs of earlier attempts will not be relevant. Only the ICAI sources of recent attempts will be relevant. Of course, we have covered ICAI study material to the extent of 100%. Wherever it is possible and wherever it is required, we have even simplified the provision for better understanding of the students. We have identified the unique points from all the leading textbooks available in the market and included the same at relevant places in our material. The best part of our material is after completion of every section, that is after completion of every provision, we will be providing large number of concept questions with which you can understand the provision for better. We have even included large number of problems for better understanding of the provision. So I personally believe that learning is a participative process. Even if I teach you 1000 problems, you will not be able to handle a new problem in the public exam. That's why we teach certain areas in the classroom and we will pose similar questions to you and which you are supposed to solve them on your own at home. So that is why in our material you can see large amount of content to be prepared by the students on their own. That is self-study content. Don't worry, for all such self-study content we will provide you the workbook solutions, and for all the classroom discussion problems we will be providing even suggested answers to our faculty so that we will get consistency in the quality of teaching. Here are the details of all the team members who helped me to bring my dream of preparing the best material for income tax and GST at CA Inter level into reality. Thanks to all such team members. I think you are aware that in the subjects of income tax and GST, problems play a very important role because the examiner will not ask you to reproduce the provision as it is. That's why we have gathered the best problems for all the best textbooks available in the market and included them in this material. Similarly, we have gathered all the problems given in all the ICAI sources and included them in our material. Here is the evidence for the same. So all the theory provisions given in ICS study material are included in our material, and wherever required and wherever possible, we have even simplified the provision, and we have gathered the best content from all the leading textbooks and included the same in our material at appropriate places. Wherever possible, we have presented the theory provision in a very simplified form. For example, here you can see we tried to present the entire provision in the form of a simple table which helps the students to understand the provision very easily. After completion of every theoretical provision, we have given this kind of focus points, and we expect all the students to pay more attention on these points. All the amendments made in the recent Finance Act are highlighted with gray background. With this, students can pay more attention on such amendments. As you already know, so recent amendments play a very important role in the public examinations. Here is the best part of our material, that is concept questions. Immediately after completion of every theory provision, we have included large number of concept questions which helps the student to understand that particular provision better. Of course, in each of these concept questions, we will be focusing on only one particular provision. Yes, I am aware, in the public examination, you will not get these kind of questions. But all these questions will help you to understand the concepts better. Remember, my dear students, it's not sufficient if we provide 1000 number of concept questions for classroom discussion. So you must also participate in this learning process, and you must start preparing certain concept questions on your own. That's why we have even included large number of concept questions for self-practice. Don't worry, you first try to answer them on your own. If you are unable to answer them, we are here to provide you workbook solutions which consists of answers to all these questions. My dear students, at the end of each chapter in study material, you can find some questions under the heading Test Your Knowledge or Practice Questions. Dear students, all such questions are very important from exam point of view. That's why we have even covered all such questions in our material itself. You need not open the study material again. And here is the symbol of euro, which indicates that this question is taken from such study material. After completion of few provisions, our faculty will teach you large number of problems for classroom discussion, which covers the knowledge of multiple provisions. All these problems will help you to understand the provision better, and of course, even in the public examinations, large number of problems will be given, and the examiner will not ask you to reproduce the theory provision as it is. At the end of each chapter, we have included large number of fill in the blanks, which helps you to understand the concepts better. Here is another best part of our material. We have provided large number of problems for classroom discussion. Each of these problems requires the knowledge of multiple sections or provisions. So this is what the style being asked in the exam. In each of the problems, we have identified the important points and underlined the same. This will help you to quickly revise these problems at the time of revision. For 50% of the problems, we have provided the solution itself, and for the remaining 50%, so we have hidden certain amounts intentionally so that students shall write those amounts in the classroom. This helps to make the classroom more and more engaging. Dear students, in this particular subject, working notes play a very important role. Hence, we have prepared solutions to all the problems in the same manner in which the student is supposed to present in the public exam. For each of the CRD and assignment problems, we have even provided ABC analysis, which helps you to pay more attention on still more important areas. At the end of each problem, we have even provided you the source from where we have picked up that problem. And here you can see that this problem is taken from ICAI sources, which is indirect indication to you that it's very important from exam point of view. My dear students, don't forget that you are preparing for a professional course where even if I teach 1000 problems, you will get a new problem in the public exam. That's why after completion of problems for classroom discussion, we have included large number of assignment problems which you need to solve on your own. At the end of the chapter, we have even provided ABC analysis for all theoretical provisions also, which helps you to pay more attention on still more important areas. Dear students, in the public examinations, you will rarely get some theory questions in the subject of income tax, and you will definitely get some theory questions in the subject of GST. And we expect all our students to answer these theory questions also well. That's why at the end of the chapter, we have provided enough number of theory questions which you are supposed to read, understand, and even reproduce as it is. That means it is not required for you to reproduce the entire content given in this material. It is highly sufficient for you to be able to reproduce the answers to the theory questions given under this heading. So wherever required, we have provided additional concepts, and it is sufficient for rank expected students to focus on these areas. My dear students, there will be certain things which you are supposed to remember. For example, interest rates, cutoff dates, penalties, etc. Don't worry, we have identified and included all such areas under the heading things to remember. This table helps you to revise all such areas repeatedly so that you don't forget the same in the public exam. For all the chapters of income tax and GST, we have even prepared the fast track material, and here is one particular page from that fast track material. If the main material is in 10 pages, we try to condense all such content in just a matter of 1 or 2 pages in our fast track material, which helps in quick revision of the subject. I can assure you that if you are able to prepare in our fast track material, it's not required for you to even open our main material. In that manner, we have prepared our fast track material. Of course, you are supposed to revise the problems in the main material itself. For understanding the provision better, it is sufficient for you to focus on the fast track material. Here is another best part of our material. So there are large number of areas in our material which students need to study on their own. So we expect you to first sincerely try to answer them on your own. If you are unable to answer, don't worry, here are the workbook solutions which will be included at the end of the respective chapter itself. We will even provide suggested answers to all our faculty members so as to get consistency in the quality of teaching. My dear students, I hope that you really enjoyed this video and you understood the major highlight points of our income tax and GST material set CA Inter level. So if you want us to make still more improvements, yes, we are always welcome. So please mention such improvements in the comment section of this video. We will definitely review the same, and if we feel that that improvement is worth to be included in our material, then definitely we will make such improvement in our next edition of material. If you like this video, please press the like button and don't forget to share this to your loved ones, and don't forget to subscribe this channel. All the best.